I'm Benji McPhail, and we are so excited to be a part of Sonic Spotlight. It is a terrific contest that's going on all fall long, and joining me is Jess Reed, who is the program lead for Sonic Spotlight. Thanks for joining us, Jess, and we are so excited about this. Let me ask you a few questions just so we can get everybody kind of up to speed with what's going on with Sonic Spotlight. First of all, what made you want to put the spotlight on the Colorado music scene?
Well, as you guys might agree, I think the Colorado music scene is pretty rad. We have a lot of amazing emerging artists here, and we thought looking at this specific age group of 22 and under would be extra unique and try and put a spotlight on the people who are first coming up before maybe a lot of opportunities are open for them, and just kind of offer a launching pad for that age group.
Yeah, that you're absolutely right. One of the things that I always try to encourage young musicians about is they need to be the next generation. This is something that needs to continue for a very long time. So calling all under 22 musicians to work hard and get creative, that's really one of the mantras of this whole thing. Are there other elements to Sonic Spotlight that you would like to encourage?
Yeah, I think getting creative is a big one. I think having something substantial to work towards is another big one. Maybe one of the biggest, though, would be connections, like building connections between yourself and other artists across genres who are around your same age, who are also taking their craft very, very seriously, and also connections to some music industry experts, that you might not randomly be in a Zoom call with unless you had a program like this.
And this is one of those things, this is a long process, and September 1st is when you can first apply. Can you give us kind of a rough timeline as to how this whole thing is going to work?
Sure, yeah. So September 1st, as you mentioned, applications are online, free to apply, free to participate. And then you have the entire month of September to submit your application. So you can take that time to get some of your material recorded. You can work on your band bio, get a cool band photo or artist photo ready. And then the application deadline is September 30th. So once we receive all the applications, we're going to have a panel of turbo cool music industry insiders and musicians and people in the all ages music scene to go through and listen to all of the applications. And then based on their scores and feedback, they'll be narrowing it down to the 8 that will be selected to be a part of Sonic Spotlight this year. And then the actual showcases will take place November 19th is showcase number 1, and we're calling that the Sonic Round. That's super focused on radio ready material, so the audio focus, and we're actually going to have a cool showcase on 105.5, the Colorado Sound. And then the second and final showcase will have 3 of those 8 advancing to, and that's called the Spotlight Round. And that's going to be super focused on the music video. And that's going to take place online, be a super rad variety show. So the entire program runs from when you get notified in mid-October through to December 10th is that Spotlight Round. And in between the rounds, we'll have all kinds of mentorship opportunities and pro dev and cool stuff for the artists.
No, this is going to be great. We are so excited to be a part of this. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity, especially if you are a first-time musician under the age of 22. This is really, it's almost a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for so many people, and I want to make sure everyone is encouraged to do so. So what if a band or an artist says, but my sound isn't typical for Colorado, it's a little different? What would you say to somebody who's got a few reservations about their style or sound?
Oh, that's a really good question. First, I would say all genres of music are accepted in Sonic Spotlight. We hope to see a really good variety of different styles of music. And second, I would say one of the signs to me of a super healthy music scene is that it's ever evolving. So I think the Colorado sound, what that means, like what that genre is, will always change. So if you think you're not the Colorado sound right now, maybe you're the next Colorado sound.
That's absolutely right. And you know what? I mean, there are so many styles that we haven't even touched the surface of. And I hope, maybe some young Tibetan throat singer actually comes through and decides to participate as well. That would be awesome. This is
That
what
would be
it's all
awesome.
about. Yeah. There are so many cool aspects to this whole Sonic Spotlight program. And you touched on a few already, but I know it's hard to pick favorites, but what is one that's got you really excited as far as some of the elements to this thing?
Well, I think on the surface, the prizes are going to be really exciting. We're putting those together now. A lot of like really cool opportunities for the artists. But I think in actually going through this program, one of the really cool things is that you're going to come out of this with some takeaways. So you're going to have a radio ready produced track that is yours. It's your song. It's going to be seen by experts, heard by experts, and then we're going to blast it out on the radio. The producer that we're bringing in to work with all of these artists is like a legend. It's going to be amazing. So I think that piece, and then working on that track and bringing that into a music video format. So your creative direction, storyboarding it, seeing that come to life will be really exciting. So I think just the skills that you're going to take away doing this program, in addition to like those pieces of music and music video that you could potentially walk away with.
Absolutely. You know, and how important can Sonic Spotlight be to not only educate and inspire and collaborate with musicians? What are some of the things that artists can take away from participating in this program?
There's going to be a lot of connection. I touched on that a little bit, but just I hope there's a lot of friendships and collaboration that come out of this program. So let's just hypothetically say we have a hip hop artist, we have an indie rock band, there's a metal band. These people are from different areas of Northern Colorado. They maybe never met each other before or never would have met each other before. These guys are going to be working so closely together through this program that I'm hoping, I would love to see post-program like musical collaborations between these artists, people sharing connections and contacts with each other. Beyond that, I'd say the mentorship stuff is going to be pretty major. I touched on the music video and the song recording. We're actually going to do some training in Ableton, which is a at-home recording software. So if you've never used it before and you're worried at all about that, don't worry, because we're actually going to provide that to all of the artists. We're going to give them the software. We're going to have training with Ableton experts. So people can kind of take the sound that they're hearing in their head about what they want their music to sound like, and through some cool techniques and tips, they can actually record this on their own at home.
Man, this sounds amazing. And how important, just talk about you for, how important was music in your life growing up? What was music, what kind of a role did it play in terms of shaping the person that you are these days?
I don't think I can downplay how important music was to my life. Probably one of the most important things throughout my life. At that age, I was playing in bands. I was living here in Northern Colorado in Fort Collins. Opportunity-wise, it was it was a little bit difficult. You know, it was hard for us to get gigs at the cool places. We just didn't have much to work towards. So that's something that's definitely been in the back of my mind with this program. It's just like giving young people, first validating them as musicians. Like you're putting so much energy into your craft. Just because you're 17 years old doesn't mean you're any less than someone who's 25 who's doing that. So I think validating musicians, offering this kind of like mega exposure that's going to happen with these artists, and getting them all together, getting these talented people all together is just going to be huge. For me, I'm still a musician. I play in a surf rock band called Robert Shredford. So it's like music is my life. It's gotten me through so many difficult times in life. And I think this year in particular has been pretty difficult for everybody. So I think bringing more music into the picture is going to be a good thing.
Yeah, that well put. You know, one thing we have not even mentioned is we're working with the Fort Collins Museum of Discovery as part of this. What is their role in Sonic Spotlight?
The Museum of Discovery is working really closely with us on developing this whole program. So they're helping us choose the reviewers who are going to go through and listen to all of these submissions. They've really got a good connection with the all ages and youth music community. So they're really helping with some of the advisors. We have a couple of people working with us on this program that are of that age group and helping us develop it. So the museum is helping every step of the way. It's really got their print on it. And as cool as the museum is, you know, this program will be just as cool.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like a perfect combination of all the elements coming together to make this a once in a lifetime. Hopefully it's an annual event moving forward. It'd be great if we could do this every year and really bring a whole new scene in. And I know you haven't even shown your t-shirt yet, Jess. That's one of the bands that was a part of an earlier program that you were part of. And you know, they've gone on to some great success. We featured them here on the Colorado Sound. We've covered a lot of ground. Have I missed anything? Is there anything else we need to share before we wrap this up?
I don't think so. I think I would just say that if you're nervous about applying, if you think you're not ready, if you feel like your music isn't good enough, like don't worry. Just submit your stuff. Like just do it. Believe in yourself. And I also wanted to mention that the reviewers, when they're going through these submissions, the quality of recording doesn't matter. So if you're sending a recording that you made off GarageBand or even a voice memo on your phone, like just so we can hear the different parts of the song, like just do it. Don't be afraid.
Yeah. And, you know, I would also encourage, you know, maybe you're over the age of 22, but you've got a, you know, a sibling or a family member, or maybe you're a parent of a great young musician. Get them involved with this program. This is something that you should definitely take advantage of. It is an amazing opportunity for young musicians out there, and just the experience is going to be great. Jess, thank you so much for taking some time and getting us excited about Sonic Spotlight. I'm sure we'll be chatting quite frequently over the next couple of months. So looking forward to it.
Thanks, Benji.
Thank you.